Is the new Hasbro Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine better than the MAFEX Wolverine comic version Brown Costume? Is the Secret Wars Wolverine the best Brown Costume Wolverine action figure for the 6-inch scale and 1/12 scale? Before proceeding with the review, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking out my review of the Marvel Legends series Secret Wars Wolverine action figure. Let's examine the difference between the 2022 MAFEX number 138 X-Men Wolverine comic book version and the 2024 Wolverine Secret Wars action figure. MAFEX, being the most expensive figure between the two, comes with more accessories. By the way, CT Toys Wolverine is the cheaper alternative to MAFEX, so this review may apply to comparing CT Toys Wolverine Brown Costume with Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine. Of course, MAFEX quality is better than CT Toys. Going back to the MAFEX versus Marvel Legends, the MAFEX Wolverine is taller, with a height of 14.8 cm or 5.8 inches tall. Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine is shorter at 14.4 cm or 5.7 inches, which is a typical Marvel Legends Wolverine height. Still, the body is slightly less wide than other Marvel Legends Wolverine, making the Secret Wars Wolverine feel a little bit of a smaller body frame Wolverine. Sometimes the Secret Wars Wolverine is a shorter Marvel Legends Wolverine, but it is really not. Both MAFEX and Marvel Legends comes with a pair of closed fist hands with protracted claws or claws out. The claws of the Secret Wars Marvel Legends Wolverine are the same as the X-Men 97 Wolverine or the VHS Wolverine. Unlike the dark gray metal color of X-Men 97 claws, Secret Wars has a lighter gray color for the claws. I prefer the color of the X-Men 97 claws than this lightly colored one. Though MAFEX has exaggerated long curved claws, I like its design and metallic paint. MAFEX claws though have a fragile feel, so you need to handle it with care, unlike Marvel Legends which is very flexible. Both MAFEX and Marvel Legends comes with a pair of closed fist hands with retracted claws. The claw cover is painted on for MAFEX. Marvel Legends is a light gray paint on a brown fist. A grand total of 4 hands or 2 pairs of hands for Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine. The last pair of hands for MAFEX are open palm relaxed hands. I hope in the future Hasbro will include those hands. So far, a Marvel Legends Wolverine with almost a complete set of hands is the astonishing X-Men Wolverine from the celebrating 85 years of Marvel wave. Another interesting alternate hand would be an open palm hand with claws out, just like the Brood Wolverine. For hand count, MAFEX Wolverine Brown Costume is the winner with 6 hands versus the 4 hands of the Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine. In terms of hand articulation, all 4 hands of the Marvel Legends Wolverine can hinge forward and back, and a swivel on the wrist. MAFEX is different, where the articulation depends on the ball on the wrist, so the hands can hinge forward and back, then adjust the ball so the hands can hinge up and down. MAFEX and Marvel Legends come with a masked head with a smirking expression. The white teeth are visible with the MAFEX head. Marvel Legends does not show any teeth. MAFEX and Marvel Legends come with a Logan head without the mask. MAFEX has an open mouth head while the Marvel Legends is just a grumpy looking one. MAFEX comes with the cowl for his neck. Marvel Legends does not have this. In the comments below, let me know which of the two is the better head. A total of 2 heads for Marvel Legends. MAFEX comes with another mask head with a more calm or stoic facial expression. MAFEX Wolverine is the winner in terms of the total number of heads with 3 versus the 2 of Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine. MAFEX comes with an action figure stand. Though Marvel Legends does not have a stand, the figure comes with a secret shield in homage to the 1984 Toy-Biz Secret Wars action figures. Depending on how you tilt the shield, it shows Logan with retracted claws or the masked Wolverine with claws out. An alternate shield cover of a static Marvel Superhero Secret Wars 40 logo is included. Comparing the articulation of MAFEX and Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine, the Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine has a butterfly joint that allows him to do this. MAFEX Wolverine has a better butterfly joint. It is easier to position his arms backward and also forward. Forward has a better range compared to Marvel Legends. MAFEX has a neck swivel and a hinge. Marvel Legends is on the old ball peg with a hinge system. The double-jointed elbows of MAFEX is smoother and seamless than that of the Marvel Legends. The Marvel Legends elbow leaves an obvious break of arms. It shows 3 parts. It is pinless though. MAFEX has a waist swivel and can crunch forward and back using an upper torso swivel. Marvel Legends also has a waist swivel and a cut on the abs for the ab crunch forward and back. Marvel Legends legs have cuts for the upper thigh swivel and lower calf swivel. MAFEX, going for a more seamless look, does not have those cuts, but the upper thigh can still swivel. MAFEX has a ball on the feet, which is the equivalent to the Marvel Legends lower calf swivel. The ball gives the figure a great range of feet articulation. Based on that comparison, the 2022 MAFEX Wolverine remains the best Brown Costume Wolverine for the 1/12 and 6-inch scale. I do not have a CT Toys Wolverine, the cheaper and less quality version of the MAFEX Wolverine. So far, I heard rave reviews about it, but I cannot guarantee CT Toys perform exactly like MAFEX. In the comments below, is the Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine worth getting? Or it's better to take a chance on the CT Toys for a Brown Costume Wolverine?
I'm Tigerknight!
Are you still undecided on the Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine? Let's take a closer look at the figure. The Wolverine mask is very 1980s design, with a pair of long and sharp black flaps and blank white eyes, inkjet printed lips, and a slightly shaved look with thin black dots surrounding his lips. The brown paint on his costume is very light. In the comic books, this is usually a solid dark brown color. The butterfly joint is brown plastic with yellow paint on the torso and flesh painted on the arm. The paint may rub off when you articulate the butterfly joint. Thin black lines were painted on the sculpted hair of his flesh arms. Brown costume details is painted on the yellow torso. I am unsure why Hasbro made the brown paint so thin on his abs. I checked the 1980s art and X-Men 97 costume, and they are different from this Secret Wars Wolverine figure. The red belt is a separate piece with good sculpted details such as the gold buckle and holes on the belt. The pants design is similar to the X-Men 97 Wolverine, the brown paint on a yellow upper thigh. The boots are the same as the X-Men 97, but this time it is color brown instead of blue. The Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine comes with a pair of closed fist hands with claws retracted. Nicely painted silver details, the hands can hinge forward and back. The second pair of hands he comes with is a pair of closed fist hands with his claws out. The claws are a silver plastic attached to the fist. Hands can hinge forward and back. The total number of hands Secret Wars Wolverine has is 4. The alternate head included is a unmasked head. Compared to the other Marvel Legends Secret Wars figures, only Wolverine has a unmasked head to match his secret shield. I assume the Secret Wars figures will have unmasked heads. Unfortunately, Hasbro only gave Wolverine. The unmasked head is a grumpy looking with inkjet printed blue eyes. Lips are painted and surrounded with thin black dots for a slightly shaved look. Hasbro gave Logan too much chin for his head sculpt in my opinion. I hope you found this review useful so far. If you do, I appreciate if you like this review and share it with your friends. For places where the figures are available, I left the links in the description below. For other unmasked head possibilities, let's do a head swap. A head swap with the retro team uniform Wolverine, the skin tone as expected will not match. Hasbro admitted when they create a new version of the same character, the skin tone will be different. Head swap with the screaming head from the Hot Claws Wolverine of the Bone Breaker wave. I prefer this facial expression, which is good for fighting or battle poses. For a mask head swap with X-Men 97 Wolverine, let me know in the comments below, do you think this is a better head sculpt for the Secret Wars body? How about the Secret Wars head on the X-Men 97 body? Did it make it better? How about the unmasked X-Men 97 Wolverine head on the Secret Wars body? Of course, the skin tones are obviously different. It would be nice to have a open palm hand with claws out. Too bad the Brood Wolverine brown hands won't match the light color brown of the Secret Wars body. For a Weapon of Vengeance Wolverine Kitbash, using the very nice flaming head on the Secret Wars body. It works well because there is no skin color on the head. The brown fist of the flaming claws won't match, so I skipped it. Using the Secret Wars unmasked Wolverine head sculpt on the Hellbrain body, the flaming claws complement his grumpy expression. For an effect Kitbash, here is some comic book font sneaked effects from Slide Effects, linked in the description below. The new Hasbro Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine stands 14.4 cm or 5.7 inches tall. According to the 1990 Info trading card, the real-life height of Logan is 5 feet 3 inches tall. The action figure height is close to the 1/12 scale. Medicom Toy MAFEX 1/12 size comparison with the new MAFEX Daredevil, reviewed recently, hope you check it out, and MAFEX Gambit, metallic painted 1/12 figures, MAFEX Phoenix in her classic colors, and Psylocke in her 90s blue ninja costume. 6-inch scale loose collector ladies, Darna, Philippines version of Wonder Woman, and Copping Comics La Muerta. 6-inch scale Jada Toy Street Fighter action figures, Ken and M. Bison. Recently reviewed Jada Toy Street Fighter Ladies, Kami, and the SDCC exclusive Player 2 Chun-Li pink version. 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine, a short male body mold, and regular size male body mold Renew Your Vow Spider-Man. Deadpool comic version from the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave, and celebrating 85 years of Marvel, Astonishing X-Men Wolverine. Continuing celebrating 85 years of Marvel, Warbird or Miss Marvel, and X-Men 97 Rogue. Smaller Sentinels from the Hasbro Pulse exclusive 2-pack, and the 3.75-inch scale Retro Sentinel. Spider-Man Retro figures, Target exclusive Carnage, and the Walmart exclusive Venom. To demonstrate how the figures look beside teenage-sized figures, Marvel Legends Across the Spider-Verse action figures, Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen. 6-inch scale versus 7-inch scale size comparison, the 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legend Rogue from the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave, and the 7-inch scale Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Rogue. 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legends Sabretooth from the 50th anniversary of Wolverine 2-pack, and the 7-inch scale Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Sabretooth. 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legends Hulk from the celebrating 80 years of Marvel wave, and the 7-inch scale Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Immortal Hulk or the Rampaging Hulk. The figure comes in the brand new Marvel Legends Series Secret Wars retro card back packaging. Marvel Legends Series Secret Wars, the figure's name is Wolverine. Here we can see the action figure and all of its accessories. At the bottom, Hasbro for ages 4 and up. At the back is a short read up. Pause it right now if you want to have a read. Here are the other figures for the Secret Wars wave. Here are some instructions on how to change the front of the shield. For articulation, his head can swivel. With a ball and a hinge neck, he can look up this much and look down. His arms can extend that far. With a butterfly joint, he can move his arms far back and move it forward. His arms can do a full 360 without any hindrance. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows. Hands can swivel and hinge forward and back. He can crunch forward this much and crunch backward that much. The brown paint line continues. He has a waist swivel. He can do a split, upper thigh swivel, double jointed pinless knees, lower calf swivel hidden in the boot. Feet can hinge forward and back, and he has an ankle rocker. My final thoughts. Positive takeaways. The 2024 Hasbro Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine has 2 head sculpts to match the secret shield. A masked Wolverine head and unmasked Wolverine head. The claws included are the better Hasbro claws. The strong point is the nostalgic feel of the packaging and the Secret Wars shield, which has a lenticular image of Logan and a masked Wolverine. On the other hand, the 2022 Medicom Toy MAFEX Wolverine is still the best Brown Costume Wolverine for the 1/12 scale and 6-inch scale. If you already have the MAFEX Wolverine, you can skip the Secret Wars Wolverine. I assume the CT Toys is better in accessories and articulation than the Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine because it is a cheaper version of MAFEX. I prefer a darker brown paint than the light brown painted Secret Wars Wolverine. Initially, I thought this was an X-Men 97 Brown Costume Wolverine, but I was mistaken. Is it a Secret Wars Brown Costume Wolverine? The brown costume details on the abs of the Secret Wars Wolverine do not match the comic books. If you decide to purchase this figure, it is best to keep it in the retro card back packaging for display or to sell in future to fund your action figure collection. In my collection, I have several Wolverine action figures. Hope you check out the playlist right here on the top right corner of your screen. If you found this review helpful, I hope you give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and share this with your friends. Thank you for watching. Have a great new year ahead. Hope to see you on the next one.